The lament configuration has given us another.
Let me add this poor soul. You are mine now.
No! No! No!
You will have your vengeance. Vengeance shall belong to us all.
Diecast North is a channel devoted to the teen to adult toy collector, pop culture fans, and fellow nerd enthusiasts. This is a PG-13 channel. I might say some shit. Viewer and parental discretion is advised.
As good as Ultra Magnus is, he can still be bought and sold on the soul market. Welcome back to the 2 days of tormentful toy torture in Tartarus. And today we will bring you Ultra Magnus, the soul that was actually brought into shattered glass. And you can see here, his face is full of torment. Ah, delicious torment. I can't wait to review this figure. Today is the day that he spends time in hell. So let's review him there. There goes the back of the box. And now let's go deep into the soul of wretched torment. But also, before you go, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you all coming in. If you can actually take some time to hit the like, subscribe button, I'd appreciate that. So would Norbs. Norbs, how are you doing in there?
Hey, I'm okay. Hey, is this
Damn it!
PS666 you have in here?
Anyway, let's get on with the show. In Tartarus, where all your dreams can be had, where all your hopes can be shattered, twisted, and demented like the shards of glass in your fingers and in your toes, because that hurts. There is Ultra Magnus. Made in the style of Delta Magnus, he is a very cool robot. Truck mode is really, really nice. I've always liked this design. A lot of people actually really don't, but he's actually very, very cool. And when you compare him to what we had with the original Ultra Magnus, still really cool. I really like this truck mode. Now, one thing that they actually do, they give you this other sword right over here that they actually say that you should actually put on top over here and point it outwards and that sort of thing. You can plug it in this hole. Mine is a little bit too snug, but I really don't like that myself. I found other ways to deal with this. I have found that if you actually really wanted to take Ultra Magnus' swords around and everything, there's a placement right over here or on the other side where you can actually just like plug it right in. It doesn't always work, but with like a little bit of time and effort, you can actually just like kind of like get that pegged in a little bit. I don't know, it works better on this side for me. So I'm just doing this. And then he can actually take his evil sword into battle. It worked before. It was working just now. But anyway, I'm actually just playing around with options here and everything. There we go. So you just actually have to snug that in a little bit, and there you go as far as like placement is actually concerned. For further comparisons, there's this Ultra Magnus and a Toy Hacks G-Axis over here. And you saw me in one of my last reviews and everything, just like fixing this guy up and everything. I didn't get a chance to show this guy off in jet mode though. Norbert was really good with just like putting on everything here and everything, and this is actually really nice. I like that a lot, you know? So there we go. Kind of makes me almost feel like I need to get some toy hacks for this guy or for the original Ultra Magnus. But there we go. Now let's get off to one of his robot modes. First, let's start off by disconnecting him from his trailer. And here he is. It's Ultra Magnus in his first bot form. And if you want to know something, not a lot has actually changed between Ultra Magnuses or anything like that, except for color. Here he goes with his all white good vision. And is he actually all that great? I still love this guy so much, but this one actually adds so much to the picture and everything, you know? I love this blue. This blue is actually gorgeous on this one. And I'm actually a big sucker for blue bots and green bots and everything, you know? But this looks pretty cool. I love these calculating yellow eyes on the inside. Look at that. That's really, really nicely done. Just let me try to clear up the camera a little bit more. There we go. Like that looks really, really good. I like that so much. I like the paint that they actually used over here in the head crest. This is actually great. I haven't seen them really do a really decent job on say the face plate and everything like that, and that is just really beautiful. I love the red that's actually on his chest. All the riveting that's actually done. The evil Autobot symbol over there. That pleases me the most. But hold on, we've got Black Fist over here. Just really nicely colored. I like him a lot. And again, in comparison to his original version, it's really just like apples and oranges and everything like that at this moment and everything. A lot of you will absolutely love this. And if you're actually a big Delta Magnus fan, this will actually really tickle you. He's great. He's fantastic. I like him a lot, you know? But again, I still love my OG Ultra Magnus and everything. He will never ever do anything wrong or any, you know what I mean? Like, he's actually great. Anyway, let's get on to the other. Oh, let me give you another comparison over here. And in another comparison, there goes G-Axis. That's really nice. That's very, very cool. Now, let's get on to his Super Robot mode. If you have ever seen Ultra Magnus, you have seen Delta Magnus. He really is awesome. I love this guy so much. And in Diaclone goodness, They actually gave him all the colors that could have actually been important in him. I've always thought Delta Magnus was awesome. I've always wanted one. But what's most important is his fiendish evil. In the fiery pits, there develops some weapons. Weapons that come with a new head crest and a new personality. And now, the Ultra Magnus of our deepest nightmares is here. Let's take a look at this beautiful face here. This is gorgeous. A little bit of paint mishapping here and there and everything. You know, they didn't get all the tight corners or anything like that. And I'm actually wondering if I'll actually be able to paint it myself and everything like that. But I'd want to prove to myself that I'm actually being all butterfingered or anything like that. But the eyes came out really, really nicely on this. I'm loving this Ghost Rider-esque face here and everything like that. Is just pure gold. Look at that. The head sculpt, really, really great. And let's just compare that with the original Delta Magnus face sculpt. There we go. And just looking really beautiful. I love that so much. If you're actually going to be twisted and possessed, you're going to be twisted and possessed like this guy right over here, you know? Just really, really gorgeous stuff here. And let's take a look at this body. This paint is actually just really great, just good top quality and everything. The one thing that you'll actually have to worry about, that if you actually decide to get him, the paint that's actually on the missile pods themselves and everything, just really, really thick. So you actually want to be really careful when it comes down to putting these into his shoulders and everything. And I decided to give him upper shoulders, all the way up, upper, I decided to move his weapons a little bit more up as compared to how I actually put it on Ultra Magnus here, because I just think it just looks better on him, you know? But let's just pull out here for a moment and give you a quick comparison between them both. Just really, really good stuff here. I love this. I love this so much. As soon as I actually saw this being offered by Hasbro, I took my time with getting this guy, but I really love this character altogether. The blues are actually really great. The reds are blazing on this and everything. Just really good. His articulation still falls like this. You actually still have a 360 right over here. He's got a ball joint right over here. When you are actually taking off the headpieces and everything, you just want to slide it right off of the ball right over here. Don't do it a whole lot. I'm telling you, this one actually really wants to stick on and everything all together and everything. And as much as I love the Diaclone love that we're actually getting right now, I just really say just be leery about this head altogether and everything with putting it back on and off and everything like that. I don't want to see anybody stressing out the plastic on the inside. This one works just fine. The other one, the Delta Magnus head sculpt, actually kind of becomes a little bit tight, you know? But here we go. We actually have 360 right over here. It is somewhat hindered by the back. Oh, there we go. I thought it was actually hindered by the backpack. But there we go. You actually have a rotation right on the upper biceps right over here. You have elbow articulation. You actually have wrist articulation right over here. He does have waist movement right over here. Just lift it back up a little bit. In the other version of this, when you actually don't have the armor on, you could actually you have full range altogether and everything. But when you actually have this on, you might have to move the backpack and everything just a little bit and everything. Sliding it down kind of locks that in a little bit. You have full articulation right over here. He can kick out. He doesn't really have that full articulation right over here in this mode. In the other Optimus Prime version, he actually does. You can put his legs all the way out like that. High kick for days right over there. Great kung fu action. I love this so much. He actually has an ankle, a what do you call it? He's got a knee bend right over here. He doesn't have any, and a thigh cut right on the top over here. Not really that much leeway or anything like that when you're actually moving it, but nothing in here altogether, even though you actually do get like some movement right over here in his ankle right there. So that's actually just like really a shame, but like when you actually have him in his original, it's like a little under 90 degrees right over there. So not bad articulation altogether and everything. I just really wish that we actually had like better articulation here and everything. But not only that, but you actually get his gun. That's actually really great. And this 3-piece sword set. Now, I like to put his sword in his right hand, but right from the pits, you can actually take his sword, and it's actually really nice. It's a good rendition of the laser prime sword right over here. You actually still get the matrix. You can't put the matrix on the inside of him whatsoever or anything like that. And I actually hear that there is a third-party kit where you could actually like put that in the chest and everything like that. But there we go. It's the same as laser primes and as some of the things that we've actually been getting over there. So that's actually really cool with like the red matrix glow right there. That's actually really nice. Also, the sword actually comes apart in 2 places and everything. So you actually have a battle axe and the sword. Now the sword won't be able to be held into his hands at all or anything like that. So if you actually really wanted to, you could actually just like nip this piece right off over here and everything, depending on how important that is to you. If you didn't, just leave it in here, and this is actually super tight coming in here and everything like that. So you might want to just give it a little bit here and everything, and when you actually have it in hand, doesn't that look pretty amazing? I really love that so much. Looks like one of Hell's acolytes here and everything. I think that's actually great. And in comparison again, we have Ultra Magnus and an almost totally fully toy-hacked Giaxis. If you are looking for a Hell Commander, this is the guy to get right over here. I love this so much. And I really do wish that we actually got like a lot more of these things coming in with Shattered Glass and everything like that, where we actually have like skull faces and faces of the damned, because that would be awesome. I mean, look at that. He just looks like he's just like Ghost Rider's long lost twin or something like that. He just looks really, really phenomenal. And I'll tell you one thing. There we go. Putting them together with Ghost Rider, you'd think that they would actually belong to the same crew or something like that, or they were actually rendered by Mephistophelies himself and everything like that. Just very, very cool right there, you know? I love that. I'm going to give you final thoughts in just a moment. Well, here you are. That is the review on my Shattered Glass version of Ultra Magnus. Let me tell you something. If there's one character that I actually had to get was Ultra Magnus. I love Jetfire. I love Ultra Magnus. I love them both so much. And I wasn't even like too involved with like wanting to get getting the Shattered Glass version of Jetfire as much as I wanted Ultra Magnus. For me, it was that face that actually got to me. That when Hasbro actually said, "We have an Ultra Magnus," and I said, "Nah." He's like, "He's evil." I said, "Nah." And they said, "Look at this face." And I was like, "Fuck you, Hasbro. Here goes my money." You know what I mean? Like, that's how much that actually impressed me. I absolutely had to have one of these in my collection. I kind of feel as though if there's one Shattered Glass version of Ultra Magnus or any of the bots from Shattered Glass that you should actually have in your collection, this is the guy right over here. Look at this. He is amazing, fantastic, just a great Ultra Magnus, and I'd suggest this to anyone. Should he actually be in your collection? Yes, a resounding hell yeah. And this guy is actually awesome.
thank you for joining me on this special review. I promise Norbs will actually be back next time. But right now, I had to take over because this guy, especially, but I also wanted to send Wheelie to Hades. You know what I mean? Because, like, that's what he deserves. But look at this guy. This guy actually stands to be your champion. I love it. And that's it for me, Dr. Demon. Finally signing off. I'll probably be back soon again. But, in which case, make sure that violence is the only thing you choose. But Norbs will actually say, be good to one another, and make sure that goodness actually happens to you and only you. Also, when these stop being magical, that's when he'll stop collecting. He will definitely talk to you soon.